Yes, so like I was mentioning to you guys, welcome to the call. This is our MetaTrader 4 call, how to use MT4 to take trades. And before I jump into my phone and showing you guys what it looks like and how the different things work, MetaTrader 4 is the application that we use to trade in the financial markets, whether that be the stock market, the foreign exchange, cryptocurrency, indices, gold, oil, all of that works via that way. And on this platform, guys, what we're doing is we're connecting a broker to MetaTrader 4. Okay, so not like binary option / HFX where you're trading directly with the broker. MetaTrader 4 is a free app anyone can download, but you got to create a broker account, which is free, of course, and you connect your broker account to MetaTrader 4. Okay, so I'm gonna walk you guys through what that looks like and how we operate with this, and it's going to be very, very powerful. Okay. So let me start sharing my screen here. Yeah, let's see in 3, 2, 1. Perfect. So guys, when you go to your app store, the one right in the middle, it says MetaTrader 4. That's what it's going to look like for Google, Apple, whatever the case is. Now, as I click on this, guys, you're going to see there's a variety of different tabs, okay? At the bottom here, we have quotes, we have chart, we have trade, we have history, and we have settings, okay? The first thing you're gonna do when you come onto MetaTrader 4 is you're going to have to connect your live account or your demo account to this, okay? Your live account or your demo account. So when I click on settings, okay? I click here, and in the top right-hand corner, guys, is where it's gonna ask me to log into an existing account or open a demo account, okay? Now, for this example, I'm gonna click on open a demo account. If you're first time using MetaTrader 4, I want you guys to be able to use the exact same thing, okay? So enter company or server name. I'm gonna type in Hugo's Way. You're gonna see Hugo's Way -demo 3 pop up, okay? It's gonna ask you for information. Mine, it says Dre iPhone. Actually has my old phone number, which is perfectly fine. Leverage. Guys, the higher the leverage, doesn't really matter, but the higher leverage you have, the more riskier your broker is going to allow you to be with your account. And deposit, okay? I recommend put a deposit amount for your demo account, something very close to what you're gonna start your regular trading account with, your live account, okay? So if you're gonna start with 3,000 or lower, just put 3,000. If you're gonna start with 10,000, put 10,000, start 5,000, put 5,000, okay? Now let's register. Boom, press register. That's there. If you want to keep that to yourself, you can, but it'll keep you already logged in at all times. I press done. And now here we are on MetaTrader 4, okay? So you guys are going to see here, the left-hand side, once again, is a quotes tab. On this tab, ladies and gentlemen, we can switch from simple to advanced. Simple, advanced. If you are an advanced, it's going to show you all the currency pairs with the spread attached to it, okay? The spread is literally how the broker makes their money. I won't go into that on this call because that would be a full other training. So for this example, I'm just going to keep it on simple. Okay, so it's going to show you currency pair. It's going to show you the current price of the market and where the market is, factoring the spread as well. Okay, now we can alter and modify this screen however we decide. So we can either use the pencil in the top left-hand corner, and we can actually say, hey, you know what? I want USD CAD to be all the way at the bottom. Maybe you want to have an alphabetical order, right? Let's say I don't like these two pairs. I don't ever trade them. I can click on them. So the two circles, click, click. And in the top right-hand corner, there's a trash can. That is now gone from my main screen, okay? You can alter this to be whatever you decide. Maybe you want to only have just cryptocurrency pairs, maybe just Forex pairs, maybe just Euro pairs, maybe just US dollar pairs. It's totally up to you, okay? Now you probably realize that Andre, there's only 7 pairs here. Is that all we have? No. Top right-hand corner, we have a plus sign. Here we can either search for the currency pair we want. So let's say EUR, AUD, and it's right there. I can press the green button. Boom, it's now added to my main screen. Or we can search for them manually. So I can go click here where it says exotics and look for a specific pair myself within here. I can go back. I can press on indices. Maybe I want to trade US 30. Let's add US 30 to my screen. Maybe NAS 100 I trade as well. So let's add that to my screen. Let's go back. FX crosses. Hey, I love my euros. So let's add all my euros. Let's add all my GBPs. Boom. Go back. Maybe, you know what? I also want to add to my main screen. What's on energy? No, I don't want to trade oil. So no. Let's go to metals. Yup, I definitely want to add gold, XAU, USD. And you know what? Let's just add Bitcoin from cryptocurrency, because we like to trade Bitcoin every now and then. So I'm going to look for where it says Bitcoin versus the US dollar. So it's going to show you every single currency pair, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to show you a primary and a secondary for each pair. So for AUD, USD, that's the Australian dollar to the US dollar. Euro, the euro to the US dollar. GBP, USD, the Great British Pound to the US dollar. Okay? Drop some number signs or some dollar signs, my apologies. Drop some dollar signs for me in the chat box if you are following me so far on this. Love it. So people are following me. I love it. I love it. I love it. At any moment, if you are confused, just type in the chat box, confused. Okay? Now, that's our currency tab. The second tab here, guys, is our chart tab. Okay? So when you are currently in a trade, it's going to be showing you your parameters on this screen. So let's go back, for example, and let's go, that was what, Euro NZD. Euro NZD down there. When we click on it, guys, it's going to ask us trade, chart, or details. If you want to press on details, it gives you all this mumbo jumbo that you probably will never, ever need to know. So I'm not even going to go into explaining it. You're going to have chart, which will bring you back to that second screen I showed you guys a while ago. And the main one is trade. So when we press on trade, it's going to take us here to the trade screen. Okay. So let's say I want to enter a trade in. Okay. Top here, it shows all the currency pairs that I have on my main screen. So I can change from Euro NZD if I don't want to trade that one anymore. Maybe I want to go to Euro AUD. I can change to that. Or maybe I want to go back to Euro NZD. It's totally up to you, whichever you decide for yourself. Right below it, it's going to ask you for the order type. Okay, where it says market execution, you actually can click on that, and then it pops up all the pending orders. So we have another video breaking out all the pending orders for you guys as well too. We'll make sure you have access to that. But right below market execution, it says buy limit, buy stop, sell stop. Quick summary, market execution means we're entering the market right now. Okay, wherever the market is right now, we're entering right now for a buy or for a sell. Okay, if I do buy limit, buy stop, or sell stop, no matter which one I select, it's now going to ask me for an entry price because these are what we call pending orders. Okay, let's go back to market execution. Right below market execution, it asking me for the lot size. Your lot size is your risk multiplier, okay? So whatever your lot size is, ladies and gentlemen, when you times that by 10, that's the cents or the dollar amount that you are risking per point in the market, also known as a pip, okay? I won't go into a training on pip right now, but this is how you maneuver and change your lot size, okay? So let's say, for example, I put 0, let's leave that 0.10, okay? I want to take a buy on Euro NZD. I'm going to put a stop loss. Your stop loss is your safety net, okay? So if we predict the market's going to shoot upwards, from where we're entering into the market, we want our stop loss to be just slightly below our entry price. This is where we're going to protect our investment, okay? When it comes to trading, ladies and gentlemen, on the MetaTrader 4, we are not gambling. We are not guessing. We're using specific strategies and patterns to know where we're looking for the market to go. But in the event the market goes the opposite direction, because we're not scientists and we're not magicians, and sometimes we are going to lose, the stop loss is going to protect your investment, okay? So for this example, I'm going to put a stop loss just about 10 pips from where the market currently is, okay? Now, take profit. Take profit is as simple as it sounds. Where do we want to take the profit and come out of this trade, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, on MetaTrader 4, here's why I love trading on MetaTrader 4. We can decide how long we want to stay in a trade. As long as we have capital in that trade and in that account, we can close a trade at any given moment. So if we intend to be on a trade for 10 days, but instead we want to close it out in 10 seconds or in 10 minutes, we can go ahead and do that at any moment we decide, okay? But the take profit is telling us, if I'm not looking at my phone, MetaTrader 4, take me out when the market hits my take profit line so I can secure my profits, okay? So I'm gonna set a random number here as well too. And now I'm gonna go ahead and press buy or sell. Sell means you predict the market's going to go downwards. In binary, we know it as put. And buy means you predict the market's going to go upwards. In binary, we know it as a call, okay? So I press buy by market. This brings us into our third screen, ladies and gentlemen. On your third screen, at the top, it's going to always show you what is currently happening in your account, okay? So above in red, you guys are going to see negative $2.45, $3.36, right? That's based off the current trades we have running right now. Right below that, we have a balance, which is ultimately what we have in our account. Equity, which is factoring any open trades. Margin, free margin, and margin level. This is basically what the broker is going to be utilizing to say, does this person have enough capital in their account to continue to trade with us, right? So take a look at this here, okay, guys? We have this trade open. It's currently running. We can close it at any moment we decide. As you can see, I'm now in profits. I can go and hold this trade right now. Let's say I want to close, but let's say I don't want to close the full thing. I want to close just half of the trade. Right now we are 0.10 in the trade. I can put it to 0.05 and close half of my profits, okay? Boom. This current trade, once again, I can go back. We can modify it, and we could change the stop loss. Maybe we want to move our stop loss, maybe we're so much in profits, we can take that trade and make it be a break-even trade now. What does that mean? That means no matter what happens on this trade, and this is why I love MetaTrader 4, we can guarantee we don't lose any money on that trade by moving our stop loss to break even, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, we can also move our stop loss into profits as much as we desire, right? So we can secure profits. So for example, let's say I'm currently up $500 on this one trade, okay? I believe this trade is gonna continue to shoot up to 1,000 or 2,000 or beyond, but I wanna secure some profits. I can change my stop loss to be whatever the price the market is clearly nearby, and I can secure 400 of that $500. So no matter what happens now, I'm guaranteed a successful trade and a successful win of at least $400. Maybe price goes up from 500 profit to 800 profit. We can move our stop loss again to 700, 750. You can't move it exactly to where the market currently is because you got to factor in the spread of how the broker makes their money, and you got to give the market some room to breathe, okay? So if I want to modify it, I can modify it. Let's say I change it to that. Let's say I want to push my take profit even further. We can push it even further, ladies and gentlemen. We can also take as many trades as we desire. So you can see here, we are currently up. Let's close some more profits of this. You know what? I like the fact that we're making some money on this call. Boom. There we go. I closed out another 40% of that trade. It's not leaving the 20% remaining. Ladies and gentlemen, we can continue to do this as much as we want until we run out of position on this trade. Okay? Now, I closed out those trades. Okay? I closed out those trades. Where did it go? The screen to the right is our history tab. Ladies and gentlemen, here's going to show you all the data happened within your account in the last day, the last week, the last month, and you can go as far back as you decide, several years as well. Okay? So you're going to see that whether I click on day, week, month, it's the same thing because I just opened this demo account right now. But it shows you we deposited $3,000 into the demo account. Euro NZD was a successful win, 25 cents. It was also a successful win of $1.33. So you're probably looking at saying, Andre, but it shows your profit at $1.23. Why isn't it more? It should be $1.58, factor in both of those numbers together. When I press on this, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to see the broker charged 10 cents for that one trade. So that's what the broker made on that trade. Right above it, that broker, 25 cents as well on that one, right? So you get to factor all that in. Let's say I want to close this trade now. I'm done with this. My example, close, history. Now you guys are going to see here your balance has, of course, moved up. Now it's at $3,002.81, okay? Drop some exclamation marks for me in the chat box if this is making sense to you so far and you are loving it. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So once again, guys, next tab is our settings tab. So here's where you can change back and forth. You can have 2 live accounts, 3 live accounts, 5 live accounts. Totally up to you. You can have 5 demos, 10 demos. I recommend you have at least 2 live accounts, okay? That's my personal recommendation. Here's why I say this. Over my last 2 years and a half of trading, I found I got better as a trader because I was able to monitor my own trades on a separate account. I was able to still watch my money grow by taking trades, leveraging a service. hint, hint, nudge, nudge, steady, okay? So you can have plethora of different accounts you want there. I'm not gonna open that up right now because it's gonna show you guys my account number on my live accounts. I actually gotta change the live account I started this call off with because you guys all know the number to that now. And for some reason, there just may be that one person that watches this video or call and says, hey, you know what? Let's try logging into Andre's account some way, somehow. So I'm gonna change that after this call. But once again, guys, going back to here, we can modify the quotes tab as we desire. Press on the pencil button once again. We can move it around. I want all my USD CAD, all my USD pairs at the bottom. You could do all that. Maybe you say, you know what, Andre, it's too cluttered. I don't want to trade all these. I just want to focus only on the pairs that I like. No problem. Let's keep just these ones. So delete. Maybe these are the ones that you're going to focus on trading over the next 6, 12, 18 months, right? You get to do whatever you want to do with this. It's totally up to yourself, okay? Actually, once again, I want to show you guys on the chart tab. So let me go back. I made an error here. So GBP AUD trade. Let's do another trade here. Stop loss 8500. Take profit 9200. Buy by market, okay? So watch this, guys. When I go back to the chart tab now, GBP AUD, I press on chart. Here it's going to show you the trade that you are currently in. So you guys can see there it shows buy. It shows buy 0.10, which is the current lot size. Below it, it shows a random number and SL. That's where your stop loss is. And right above it at the top there with the gap, it shows a number and TP. That's where our take profit is, okay? When I go on a smaller time frame, guys, you can see it going to 4 hour. It's only showing me the buy and the stop loss because the take profit is so high up. We can change it and go, guys, on the 1 minute, the 5 minute, 15, 30, 1, 4, daily, weekly, monthly, okay? So we can look at this on whatever time frame we decide. It's totally up to you. You can also use the tools at the top here for yourself, okay? So for example, on a call like this, where I want to show you something very specific, I can click on the first one. You guys see that cross here, right? I click on that, and now I can show you exactly where I'm pointing at. So I can say, hey guys, right here is where we're looking to get into the market. And it shows you the date at the bottom of the screen with the time, and it will show you the price on the right-hand side. So I go to a smaller time frame. You guys are gonna see there now, it shows you the time at the bottom of the screen plus the date, okay? Let's uncheck that off. I don't need this anymore. The second one, ladies and gentlemen, is your indicators tool. So I can go main window. Maybe I want to add Bollinger Bands if I decide. I press done. Now Bollinger Bands have been added to my MetaTrader 4 charts, okay? Let's say I don't like it. Come back here, edit, remove. I don't want that no more on my screen, okay? We can add a bunch of other ones if you want. Your stochastic, your parabolic SAR, envelopes, ADX, totally up to you. And my favorite one is the right one, which says the shape, well not says, but it shows you the shapes, okay? Here you're gonna have a variety of different tools. I love using this tool right here, which is the arrow. Because I can point and show you guys what I'm talking about now. So I can start at the top, and I can say, wee, as the market drops. Or I can say, wee, as it shoots up. So you can use the arrow for yourself. You can press and hold on it, and it will delete it if you no longer need it. I can go get a line here and draw this line and say this is a resistance area or liquidity zone or however you trade based off your strategy. You can move this arrow or this line should say. If I want another one, I can come put another one right here too and say, hey, we're trading in between this zone here. Ladies and gentlemen, you can do whatever you decide, press and hold on it to delete it once again as well too. That takes me back to the trade. Once again, here it's a losing trade. So if I press and I close it, it's gonna say close with loss, okay? We can close with a loss of $2 in case you don't wanna go any further. You can move your stop loss further if you want, change your take profit, once again, totally up to you. Or you can close half of your loss, a portion of your loss, it's totally up to you, okay? For this example, I'm just gonna let it sit there. Ladies and gentlemen, we can let this trade sit and ride down for a couple hours, couple days, weeks, months. We can let that trade sit there for as long as we want, especially if it's in profit. We can let it sit as long as we want. If it goes into the negative, We can't go as long as we want because we got to factor in what our account balance is. Okay. So guys, that's the trade. Once again, history, same like I showed you guys, and then settings. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the MetaTrader tool app. This MetaTrader 4. I know there's a MetaTrader 5 out there. We do not use MetaTrader 5. The reason being, I just don't know, right? No one uses it, so I don't use it. I'm going to be very honest with you guys. It looks kind of funky, it looks kind of weird. So we stuck with MetaTrader 4. If you want to go ahead and use MetaTrader 5, sure, go ahead. Some of the tools may be a little bit different for yourself, but just download MetaTrader 4 and you should be good. Guys, that being said, I hope this made sense to you guys on this call with MetaTrader 4. I'm going to now stop the recording in case you guys have any questions that you desire to ask, okay?